Good morning all. I'm just heading into Cairns Central. Just thought I'd video the trip going in. We're leaving Smithfield now, so this is another attempt. See how I go. And yep, so we're leaving Smithfield and we're looking at Cairns Range as I speak. This is all Cairns Range. So this morning we're going to go via the Western Arterial Road instead of the Captain Cook Highway, just for a different view. Lots of mountain views and it's just beautiful. Anyway, this is still Cairns Range, and just up near the top there you can actually see the Sky Rail. Not sure whether you can actually see it on the video, but anyway. So I spend a bit of time in Cairns, a little bit about myself. I travel a lot with my pet sitting business. It gives me the opportunity to go out and explore things and areas. I do love the tropics. Yeah, so at the moment I'm in Cairns for another week and a bit, and then I'll head back to the Gold Coast, which is where I'm from. Now if you see a building here on the left, it's actually Smithfield Shopping Centre. Now in Smithfield Shopping Centre you've got the Events Cinema, you've got Woolworths, Coles, Kmart, Coffee Club, EB Games, a whole heap of, it's quite a big supermarket. It's got a pub there, yeah, the list goes on, but that's Smithfield's shopping centre on the left hand side. And behind me is the Cairns and the Cairns Range. So this is actually, we're coming onto the Captain Cook Highway now. And we're heading towards Cairns. We're north of Cairns and we're heading south into Cairns. I find the roads really good up here. Just coming into the wet season, so everything's looking lovely and green. We've had a bit of rain each day and overnight. So on the Western Arterial, when we turn off onto that Western Arterial, which is just up here, you'll notice on the right hand side, this is where Sky Rail is. So you catch the Sky Rail up to Cairns, and this is where, yeah, you can park here and pay your money and head up to Cairns. Yeah, so we've also got like cable skiing here as well, and also the Australian Armour and Artillery Museum. It's one of the biggest in Australia. I've actually been in there and it's massive. They've got the biggest tankers and artillery I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, it's quite amazing. Just going to see if I can turn this camera to the side a bit so that you've got the beautiful mountain views. This is what I love so much about coming this way. All the beautiful mountains. Now we've had a bit of rain overnight this morning, so but typical Cairns. Sun's out in 5 minutes. Anyway, I'll be quiet for a little while now until we get closer into town and enjoy the views. Thanks for tuning in. justice. Like, there's nothing like being here and seeing the mountains and the rainforests, and it's just absolutely, I call this God's country. Anyway, that's just me. So it takes us about 20 minutes to get into town from Smithfield, depending on the traffic, but peak hour's well and truly gone now, so yeah, it's lovely and quiet. And it does get congested up here just because you see not many cars on the road. It does get congested very much so at Smithfield, at the roundabout that we were at before. This is the Barron River that we're actually crossing, but obviously you can't see anything because we're in a car and we're not high enough up. If you turn off here, you go into freshwater, which is where you can catch Cairns rail from, and it'll also take you up to Cairns, obviously. Some people catch the train up, and then come back via the Sky Rail, and there's a bus that will pick you up there and bring you back to wherever your car is, like either after you've done your day trip or whatever up to Cairns, which I'll take you up there next week. And on the right hand side here we're coming up to a place called Redlinch, suburb of Cairns obviously. Now, if you turn off here, you can also go up to Crystal Cascades. It's magical up there. It's actually a waterfall, very beautiful, and it's not too far, about 9 k's, and the roads are really good going out there. I hope this glare's not too bad. Up around the corner here we've got a caravan park. I think it's called For Memory Cool Waters Caravan Park. If if you turn down there and go down there, there's a beautiful park, and you can walk around it, and it's got walkways, and it's just beautiful. I actually can't tell you the name of the park though. I can't think of it at the moment. But we're in the bridesmaid area now. I'll zip around this truck in a minute. Different, you've got the Copper Lode Dam. Now the road's okay, but it is really windy, but the views up there are spectacular, and this is the main water supply that we get to feed the Cairns area. That's what I was told. Lots of lovely estates out this way. And straight ahead you can actually see Cairns at the bottom of the mountain there. So that's the middle of the city. At the moment we're just going past the Whitfield area. This is the Menorah area that we're coming into now. where this road actually takes us is back to the Captain Cook Highway, but just on the south side of Cairns. So we've come out and done sort of a looping back in. So up here at these lights, if you turn left, it takes you to Innisfail, Townsville, down south to sort of Brisbane. But we're heading back into Cairns, so we're turning left. And now we're back on the Captain Cook Highway, just on the southern end of Cairns. I've got a mental block of what this suburb's called. It'll come to me. Most of the industrial area of Cairns is on your right-hand side. So I'm just heading to the Lagoon Pools today, just to get a coffee from one of my favourite coffee cafes called Aqua. Cairns is quite a spread out place, actually, when you think about it. Yeah, considering the population, it's very widespread. You've also got the northern beaches, which I've done a previous video on, which includes Trinity Beach and Palm Cove and Ellis Beach. That's another favourite spot of mine, Ellis Beach. And they call that area up there Northern Beaches. But there are a lot of beaches. Most of them are patrolled on the weekend with stinger nets in the wet season, which is obviously now. So if you're wondering what those things are in the water, they're the stinger nets, which help keep the stingers out so that you can swim. But some people have been stung previously, so it's not 100% safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn here and go behind Cairns Central Shopping Centre, which is the major shopping centre obviously in Cairns. It's really big. I think it might be 2 or 3 stories. But anyway, you find everything you need in there and some more. So this is Cairns Central on your left-hand side. We're just at the back of it, obviously. The way I'm going is past where the cruise ship terminal is. Many ways, obviously, you can go into town, but less lights this way. Again, as I said, all this is sort of industrial. Further down on your right hand side you've got the naval base. This is Cairns, the entertainment centre on the corner here. This is all shipping area. that's on your right hand side here is where the cruise ship terminal is. There is a cruise ship in. Fred Olsen Cruise Line. Anyway. This road here leads us straight onto the Esplanade, which I'll do another video on again later. And this here is the corner of the Reef Hotel and Casino. You also go in here for the there's a animal park right up the top of the casino. That domey bit there on you up the top of the casino, that's where all the wildlife, Cairns Zoo and Wildlife Dome it's called. So this is one of the top ends of the Esplanade, but I'm actually turning here and going to get a park because this is where I've come for my coffee. They serve the best coffee. Also in here, as we go down, when we turn into this street, we've got all where the reef trips depart from. You've got Sun Lovers, you've got Green Island trips. So basically this is where all the boats leave from to take you out to the islands and reef fishing and all those touristy things. So to go on all the touristy things and get yourself out to the islands, that's on the right hand side. And this is called the Pier 1, over on your right hand side here. And it is paid parking in town here. So be prepared. And the lagoon pools are basically, yeah, straight ahead. You just park here and walk through there where that bicycle rider's walking. And that's your lagoon pools. Alright, well thanks for joining me. I'm going to get a park and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.